It was 20 years ago, almost 30% of the overall market. It decreased to 20%, but it's stable since the last 5 years. So it's a stable segment, the biggest segment. In this segment, you have all manufacturers represented, all of them. So it's a very busy segment. We have strong leaders. They have a stable market share since 1975. You have products celebrating their 30th or even 40th anniversary. And the leaders share clearly similar market share, around 10%. So there is no room to change. So the question is, how are we going into that segment as Kia?
Odgovor je lahko zelo kratek. Vodilne tekmece Kia napada z avtomobilom, ki ne vzbuja euforije, a v čisto vsakem pogledu navduši.
This segment appeals to everybody. It's a balanced segment between male and female. It's a balanced segment between young customer and senior customer, but it's also a very loyal segment.
Rio torej stopa po enaki poti kot Polo, Fiesta in Clio.
The first purchase reason on the segment, the hatchback segment, is loyalty. Meaning most of the people know the brands, know the products, also could be also disappointed if there is a new change. So, but no revolution, meaning no change of direction, no change of strategy, step by step be more convincing. We can't provoke the segment, because before we need to build the trust to convince people that yes, we are in line with the top leaders and we can do also well, but in the other hand, without provocating.
Zaradi takšne prodajne strategije je Rio takšen, zadržan.
Reserved, or I would say progressive. It's clearly a progressive design. We are not bringing a revolution on the segment. We already know that our current model was appreciated in terms of styles. But of course, in my opinion, there is not a lot of product bringing a lot of revolution. Citroën, yes, Citroën brought with the C3 a new modern car, but this is also not clearly in our DNA to bring new revolution on the segment. You were talking about the Nissan Micra, sure. Look at what they are coming from, so of course they needed a step forward.
Kakorkoli, nam se zdi oblika nove Kia všečna. In če se prav spomnimo, je pred nekaj leti pri neki nemški znamki celo veljala za dokaj drzno odločitev. Vprašali smo torej, ali smo prvi, ki v Riu vidimo elemente Mercedesa razreda A.
To be completely honest with you, you are not the first one. And especially, I would say, especially on the rear, the C-pillar. Yes.
Novi Rio je torej z vidika dizajna, opreme, motorjev, voznih lastnosti, varnosti, skratka v vseh pogledih vsaj tako dober kot najboljši. Katera pa je tista najbolj močna plat Ria?
The roominess first. This car has been really improved in terms of roominess, also in terms of safety. And I think the new maturity of the design in the exterior and the interior.
A če je Rio Kia, ki navduši počasi, je tu Stinger, ki preseneti, šokira.
There's a very curious expression from our head of design globally, Peter Schreier, that says that nobody said no? So they kept on going and they kept on bringing the project into the different stages. I think that every time we had the opportunity to look at it, in real life, it was so amazing.
In tako je nastal 4-vratni kupé z zadnjim pogonom. Po želji celo z biturbo 6-valjnikom z 270 kW, ki najbolj atraktivno Kio do 100 km/h požene v 5 sekundah. Kazalec hitrosti pa preseže maksimalno hitrost, ki jo z elektronsko omejitvijo dosegajo nemški tekmeci.
If you look at that specific segment, you find only premium brands. It's normally a segment where mainstream manufacturers don't compete.
Mainstream znamke, kot na primer Toyota, Nissan in Hyundai, so recimo za svoje premijske izdelke uvedle nove blagovne znamke.
The idea is really to badge all our products with Kia. No? I think we believe as a company that we have to keep on reinforcing the Kia brand and to give value and attributes, additional attributes to the Kia brand. So for that, to create an additional brand would be then very difficult to be able to leverage those so the perception of consumers about these premium products to a brand that is not the same. No?
Na trgu seveda najdemo primer, ki potrjuje smiselnost Kijine odločitve.
There's a very good example in the market showing that is possible. For instance, Volkswagen, they also have very aspirational products in the portfolio.
Toda naloga nastopaškega Stingerja ni ravno v visokih prodajnih številkah.
When you look at the European market and the maturity of the European market, you can see that there's a group of brands, they are positioned as mainstream, they've always been there. People know everything about those brands, and basically it's very difficult for you to change perception of something that you have a perception already for 30, 40 years. I think the big advantage that we have is we are still a very young brand in the European region, no? And still when you talk with consumers, they don't have a clear perception of what's Kia all about, no? So they are still getting to know the products, they are not very familiar with all the products we have and so on and so forth. That is a big opportunity, because if then you bring products like Stinger that helps to shape the perception of the Kia brand, that will by definition will have a support for other products.
In v katero smer bo Stinger zapeljal Kio?
The most important element is the sportiveness of the car itself. And this is something that we want somehow to inject in other products also. So we want to go in the direction of being, first of all, still a mainstream brand. We don't want to be premium, but really move into the direction of being more dynamic, to be a little bit more sporty, and really to match the driving of the cars with a sporty look.